everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, your girl, Dayanara, and today we are going to talk about love and German man. Oh my god. I know, guys, it's been a while since I've done this kind of videos, but I checked my emails this morning because today is my day off. I've been working a lot, that's why I was not keeping you guys updated of how I'm doing, but I'm doing really good. I was just preoccupied for the last few weeks. And yeah, talking about this morning. So I was going through all of my emails and I was checking my YouTube email, and I just realized that I really have a lot of love letters from my viewers. And they send me all these love letters, and the thing is, I just feel so bad for the girls who really took the time to write me this very personal message, and I haven't had the time to reply because I don't have the time yet, guys. I really do apologize, but I was thinking, you know what, why not make a video directly online. I'm going to read the letters, guys. So I'm gonna start one letter for today, and my advice, I'm just going to tell you directly throughout this video. So I'm just gonna make a pause and I'm going to tell my take on this letter. So that's what we are going to do today. We are going to do our first series of Dear Mrs. Dayanara. So to all my girls who actually wrote me the letters and I haven't replied to you yet, there could be a chance that I am going to read it to you guys online on my next upload. But to all of my viewers out there who's not really into this love series thing, you can watch some of my other videos online. I do have a lot of other things like cooking or also just my life. But today we are going to talk about love, guys, because I'm feeling, yeah, talking about love today. So without further ado, let's proceed to our first letter sender. And this is from Anne, and she is from the Philippines. So the letter goes this way. Good afternoon there, Mrs. D. I am Anne from Cebu, 27 years old. I met a guy. He's German, he's 29, and I met him from an online dating app. Okay, and that is on last March this year. So that's more or less 5 months ago. So guys, this letter is actually written English and Bisaya. But I'm going to try my best to translate it to you guys in English. So, continuing with the letter. Then we chatted once or twice for a long conversation. Then he just vanished. Oh. So that is the story. Okay, let's move on. So I stalked him online, but I couldn't find him anymore. Maybe he deactivated his online, or he just vanished. Okay. And then I thought to myself, you know what? Nothing really lasts forever. Oh God. Oh, I hope there's a happy ending of this story, guys. So I just go and went with the flow, and I went back to the site. And after a few days, I met a new guy, and he is from Poland. And that was on the month of April, and we communicated straight for 15 days. And then, out of the blue, he vanished. Just like the other guy. Oh, what a heartache. I think these guys are just shitting on me, and because first they tell me that they like me, and then after a few days they just left. So when this Polish guy left, the last guy, the German guy, actually text her back again, and he apologized for just vanishing without further notice. And the reason why he actually just left, it's because he was concerned with the distance between the two of them. So to all my viewers out there who's actually having the same problem of guys just disappearing, because of distance. I've noticed that German guys in general, they don't really like long distance relationship. They're not into it. They think that this kind of things is a big sacrifice. I can actually relate to where they're coming from. It's because unlike our culture as a Filipino, because Anne is also a Filipina like me, in the Philippines, guys, just a little bit of our culture. If you're a German guy who's watching this, you also need to learn something about us. The thing about Filipinas is that in our culture, we're so used to having our loved ones, you know, working in another country. You know, we have so many Filipinos working abroad. They're far away from their family. I think maybe that's I think for us, we can take it more lightly with long distance relationship because we're kind of used to it. It's like accepted in our culture. It's nothing new to us. Unlike Germans, the thing is with German people in terms of relationship, long distance relationship for them is not seen very often. It's because they don't have to go to another country to look for a better life, guys, because the greener pasture is actually here in Germany. They don't have to move to another country to look for better money, because here in Germany you can work, you can earn good money, you can still be with your loved ones, and why would you look for a person so far away from you when you can actually just look for a person near you and have a better life? You know where I'm going. So I think that's the reason why it's for them, it's a concern, and it's hard for them to deal with the long distance relationship. And also the thing is, in the Philippines, distance for us, for example, if we have a new relationship, if we have a boyfriend, for example, I live in another city and my boyfriend lives in another city, for us it's okay to be in a relationship but not live together with this person, because for us it's not yet that widely acceptable to live together before marriage. And here in Germany, it's okay to live with your boyfriends even if you're not married yet. I know some of the Filipinos, we also do that. We live with our boyfriends before marriage, but it's not really, you know, it's still not that widely acceptable. People in the church still think that it's very unholy and stuff like that. So if you're and as you all know, 90% of the population of our country is Catholic and the rest is Muslim. So we are very conservative. So I think that's the reason why the Germans don't really opt for a long distance relationship, because of this reason. And they always want to have a relationship and be really, really close to their partner. So don't be surprised, guys. For example, you're already here in Germany and your German boyfriend just asks you directly to, you know, to move in with him, because for them it's normal. When I was still dating Chris, my husband, after a few months of dating, he asked me directly to move with him on his place, and I was like, oh my god. And I feel so bad for myself, because I think like, oh my god, this is what married people do, live in together. Yeah, I'm still very Filipina at that time, guys. I mean, I'm still Filipina now, but that kind of thinking is very, you know, very traditional, I guess. I was still very innocent and I was very conservative. And I was not yet that open-minded, because I was thinking of other things. Oh my god, what would my parents think of me if me and my boyfriend live in together? We're not married yet. It's very, you know, inappropriate and stuff like that. So that is a very you know, culture difference. And yeah, that is my take on a long distance relationship. So to all my lovers out there who who are in this kind of relationship, I salute you, and I can really tell that if a German guy is okay, or if he's really going forward to this long distance relationship, you can really see that, oh, this guy is really serious, you know, he's willing to take the risk despite of the distance. But just like other kind of relationship, there are always a positive side and a negative side of this kind of relationship, especially if you are dating online. You cannot really be sure if this guy is, you know, is honest with you, because you cannot know, you don't know what his whereabouts, you only know what he tells you. So that's also a negative side of this kind of relationship. And also you cannot really express your non-verbal feelings with this guy, because you must always communicate. Without communication, then your relationship wouldn't, you know, last long. So there is a lot of things that is very hard with long distance relationship. You cannot patch things up quickly. There's a time difference, weather difference, I guess. On winter times, people tend to be more depressed, and on summertime, people tend to be more happy. Especially in Germany, there's more cold days than warm days. So that's the thing about long distance relationship. So moving on to our next topic, Anne wrote me here that every time this German guy chats with her, he always is embarrassed on his English, because he thinks that his English is not that good. But I think Anne finds it cute every time he tells that he's embarrassed, I guess. So also with English, the English language here in Germany, English is not really needed in Germany, guys. Since I arrived here in Germany, I really feel that my English language, or my English comprehension it became worse than before, because I don't use it anymore. In Germany, everything is in German. If you want to watch a movie, if you want to watch Hollywood movies, everything is in German. So I think that's the reason why, even though Germans do know how to speak English, but since they don't use it frequently, there's a possibility that their English is rusted, or sometimes the grammar is, you know, all over the place, because English and Germans, the grammar is totally opposite. So that's also a thing. So there is a possibility too, if your German guy is not really speaking a good English, so there's a room for miscommunication. So you have to look out for that. Sometimes maybe he means different things. Me and Chris, before, when we started our relationship, we always had miscommunication, because every time he tells me something in English, he means it in a different way, but when he says it, the way it means is also different. You know what I mean? It's totally, yeah, there's always a room for communication, because I thought that what he told me is different than what he actually wants to tell me. So you have to watch out for that. So for example, if he says something to you that you find rude, you also must think that maybe he doesn't really mean that way. So you always have to check, guys, because, you know, this kind of things is very inevitable. So going back to our letter, this German guy is actually very busy. He is working morning. He also has afternoon shift and night shift. So maybe that's the reason. I think there's also a point, guys. German guys don't have time for you every time. And the thing about us Filipinas, we always like to be checked on many times. We like that the guy always keeps on checking on us, you know, because that's how we define love, I guess. And the thing is, with German guys, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have time for you. When he tells you that he's busy, he's probably really busy. Especially with the time. Here it's morning and in the Philippines it's evening, or if you're in another country, if you're from India or if you're from Africa, the time difference is very different. So you always must compromise. Think about if you were on the shoe of this German guy. And also on his day off, he also has hobbies. You also have your own thing. So don't pressure yourselves too much. So when you guys are busy, think of it like maybe he's really telling the truth. So don't be selfish, and also keep yourself busy. If he's busy, then keep yourself busy. But if he's always busy all the time, if you love someone, you always make room, you always make time. So I think if this guy is only busy every day and he doesn't have time for you, then that's another thing, right? So you always must think, what do you call it? You must always think rationally in terms of time. And also, he tells me, this German guy tells Anne that he really likes her. And I can really feel that he is exerting effort, because he's sending me some video clips from his trip on the rivers, mountains, wherever he goes. He sent me video clips from his drone. He has a drone, okay? Maybe this guy likes photography. And the thing that I like about this guy is that he is not a maniac and he really respects me. That's good. And also, one thing here is that the guy also mentioned that if it weren't for COVID-19, he would have been already in the Philippines by now and be with her, because this German guy actually wants to visit the Philippines and also visits her. So they are talking about, so Anne is actually helping this guy with his tour plan to the Philippines. So Anne is telling him about, you know, the tourist spots, what's good about the Philippines and stuff like that. The German guy told Anne that he really likes her, but he is not planning to meet his parents when he arrives in the Philippines. And Anne is a little bit disappointed. So the thing is, Anne, don't take it too personally, but I know why this German guy don't like to meet your parents yet. Because here in Germany, if you meet the parents, it's a big thing. You don't meet the parents yet unless the guy is sure that you are the one. You are the girlfriend that he wants to be serious in. You are maybe the future wife. So you don't meet the parents unless you're sure. But you must also explain to this German guy that in the Philippines, it's in our culture, you know, when you are meeting with friends, tell him that you don't have to be scared meeting my parents, because here in our country, it's just a sign of respect. When we want to go out with someone, the parents must also know that this is a person you're going out with, regardless if this is a relationship or just a friendly thing. So tell him that this is nothing with malice. You don't have to be scared. Everything is okay. The only thing why we are meeting my parents is because my parents just needs to know who you are. If you're not a serial killer, if you're not gonna end up raping me and stuff like that, because, you know, we are very conservative and this is just a sign of respect. So you guys must just have to meet halfway. he doesn't have to be scared of meeting your parents. Just tell him the truth. And also, Anne also wrote in this letter that Anne said here that this German guy actually told her already that he likes her, but Anne didn't confess her feelings yet because Anne was scared that maybe if she tells him that he likes him too, that he would end up thinking that they are already together. So Anne, it's okay. You can tell him that you like him too. It's the way how you approach him. If you tell him maybe in a passionate way that you like him, then maybe he would misinterpret it. But if you just tell him that, you know what, German guy, I like you, I like your personality, I want to get to know you more. So if you tell him that, then that's, you know, it doesn't mean that you are together. But if you tell him that, you know what, I like you and I really want to be with you 24/7, then that's another thing. So, and it really depends how you approach him or how you write him, how your verbal cues or your non-verbal cues towards him. So it's more or less the way you communicate him. And that is my advice for you, and I hope you enjoy this vlog, and I hope I was able to help you through this video. And thank you very much for writing me this very long letter. I really appreciate it. And to all my girls out there who also wrote letters to me, just send me a note or send me an email that you also want this letter to be read online. I will be happy to do that for you. And to all my girls who also wants to write me their love letters, just send me your Dear Mrs. Dayanara, and I will look into it if I do have the time to do a vlog for you guys. So guys, that's it for our vlog today, and I'll see you on my next upload. I love you all. Bye bye. Mwah. Peace.